Now we will discuss your introduction to chemical control. Can anyone tell what is chemical control?
Management of pests
Management
by
of
The
using
pests.
chemicals
different
and
chemicals
tools
to manage the
used for
pests.
managing pests.
By using insecticide, fumigants, or any chemical
Okay,
substance to
that means
control
some
the
of
pest.
okay, okay, very good. That means we are using some of the chemicals, yes or no? It may be organic, it may be inorganic, it may be botanical, whatever. Some chemicals we are using, okay, to either kill or reduce the pest, yes or no? That is known as what your chemical. And generally, chemical means that will be control, not generally management. That will be under control because they will definitely kill that particular organism. Some other things are there like repellent and all. At that time, that will be known as what your management. Okay. So you see what is chemical control? Control of the insect with chemicals is known as what your chemical control. Okay. So what is the pesticide? Chemicals used to kill the pest. Yes or no? Chemicals which are used to kill the pest is known as pesticide. So pests are different types. Yes or no? Suppose rodenticide. What is rodenticide? Pesticides used to kill
That
the
is
rats. Yes or no? Chemicals used to kill the rats. That is your rodenticide. Similarly, insecticide. Similarly, mite. Okay, acarine. Okay, this is known as what your acaricide or miticide. MITICIDE, miticide or acaricide. Here you see this dicophol is very important. It may come in the exam. Give one example of pesticide which kills mite, or give one example of acaricide. Then what is the answer? Answer will be your dicophol. These are the example. These are the example. Okay, chemical name. Similarly, malathion anyhow we'll discuss in that insecticide. But you see, chemicals used to kill the rats. That is what your rodenticide. One example is zinc phosphide, aluminum phosphide, sulfur tablet. These are rodenticide. These are important. This malathion anyhow we'll discuss in the insecticide. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Similarly, chemicals used to kill the birds. That will be that won't be known as what your baldicide. That will be what your avicides. Okay, airs. Yes or no? That is known as what your avicides. Okay, and the example is your anthraquinone. It may come in the exam. You see, insecticide example may not come in the exam, but give an example of rodenticide or acaricide or this avicide or this mollusca. What is that? Snail and slug. For them, what is the example? Metaldehyde. Okay. Molluscicide. What is molluscicide? Chemicals used to kill the snail and slug, mollusca. That is known as what your molluscicide. What is the example? Metaldehyde. It is both insecticide and also molluscicide. Okay, which one? This metaldehyde. Okay. Similarly, what is nematicides? Chemicals used to kill the nematodes. Yes or no? Ethylene dibromide, even your carbofuran, those are also known as what your nematicides. Okay. Then coming to what? Fungicides. Chemicals used to kill the fungus. Yes or no? That will be known as what? Fungicides, like your thiran, captan and all. Okay. Then coming to what? Herbicides. Chemicals used to kill the weeds. Herb. Yes or no? That is known as what? Your herbicide. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This 2,4-D, I think you know, huh? What is 2,4-D? Yes or no? 2,4-D is effective against which type
Yes,
of
sir.
weeds?
Broad
Which
type of weeds, sir.
Broad select.
Okay.
Sir, broadleaf.
Good. Broad type. Broad leaves. Good. Okay. So understood, yes or no? What is chemical control you understood? Then what is pesticide you understood? What is insecticide? Chemicals used to kill the insect. Yes or no? Then how can you define one insecticide? You see, insecticide may be defined as a substance, a single chemical, or some mixture of chemical. It may be a single chemical or it may be a mixture of different chemicals. What is their aim? Either to kill the insect or to repel the insect. That means if you apply those chemical, then what will happen? They won't come towards that. Suppose this mosquito coil are there. Suppose one big chamber is there, then what will happen? They may not kill the mosquito, but mosquito won't come to that. Yes or no? Suppose you are keeping black phenyl, then what is happening? Snake may not be killed through that, but they won't go towards that. Suppose you are applying this Lakshmana Rekha, yes or no? Then what is happening? Ants may not be killed, but they won't go towards that. Yes or no? They will be used as what use? Repellent. Getting my point? Repel. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next is what? Or otherwise prevent the insect to cause damage. Getting my point? That means insect will come, insect will sit on the plant parts, but they won't feed on that. That is known as what your anti-feedant. Understood? It will prevent the insect to cause damage. That is known as what your anti-feedant. Clearly understood, or any doubt is there? What is an insecticide? Yes or no? It may be a single chemical or maybe some mixture of chemical with an aim to what? To do what? Either to kill them or to repel them or to prevent them from causing damage. How they will cause damage? By feeding. That is known as what your anti-feedant. Clearly understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now you see what are the importance of your chemical control. Okay. These are the most powerful tool. Yes or no? Highly effective. Then rapid in curative action. What is the meaning of this? Rapid in curative action. What is the meaning?
Fast action.
Can act fast.
That means immediately they will kill. Suppose you are giving some biological control. What you are doing? You are releasing the predator. That means the predator must multiply fast. They need to adaptable towards that environment fast. Then they may search the pest. Then they will feed on them. Then the management will come. The pest will be killed. But in case of chemical, apply the chemical, immediately they will kill the insect. Yes or no? That's why it is written as what your rapid in curative action. Understood the meaning? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Suppose you are doing trap cropping. What is happening? Trap crop will grow. To that pest will come. To that natural enemies will come. You have to kill that one, or you have to manage that trap crop. You have to destroy that trap crop. So many things are coming. But chemical means put in water, apply in field, insect will be killed. Yes or no? Huh? This is what your rapid in curative action. This one is what? Adaptable to most of the situation. What is the meaning? You see, suppose rice is there, in that lowland is there, upland is there. Accordingly, you can manage. Yes or no? In some pest, you have to go for drainage of the field, which is not possible in case of lowland rice cultivation. In some of the field, you have to go for your drainage of the field. Okay? Yes or no? Somewhere you have to go for flooding. It is impossible in case of upland agriculture. Suppose you have to go for drainage, which is not that much practicable in case of lowland agriculture. Yes or no? So many kind of situations are there where we cannot do cultural method, mechanical method, physical method. But chemical means, however longer will be the area, whatever may be the area, whatever may be the climatic situation, whatever may be the things, you can go for chemical control. Yes or no? It is adaptable to most of the situations. Understood what is the meaning?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? You see, third point, flexible in meeting changing agronomic practices and ecological conditions, and economical also. What is the meaning? You see, in case of cultural, mechanical, physical, biological and all, they are always dependent onwards the climate. Onwards, what is your agronomic practices? Yes or no? Suppose you are growing this red gram as ratoon cropping, or banana is perennial planting, and what we are recommending? No, don't go for ratoon cropping, don't go for perennial banana. So many things are there which is modifying the agronomical practices. It is not suitable for that. It may be agronomic practices, it may be the climatic situation. But in case of chemical, whatever the planting system you go, whatever the crop rotation you do monocropping, whatever you do, if you apply the chemicals, definitely to some extent they will reduce the pest population. Term and conditions, some disadvantages are there. Understood? Then the next point, you see what is written? Reliable for emergency action when insect pest population approach or exceed the ETL. That means, you see, in case of pest population level, what is happening? In damage boundary, don't do anything, but at ETL you start the management. Like this, so many things are there. That means, if you don't start the whatever the integrated methods are there at ETL level, it will go out of your hand. Yes or no? But in chemical control, it may be in the EIL level, then also you can apply the chemical, and somewhat it will reduce the pest population. Leave the disadvantages. Those things we'll discuss at the end. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
In case
Yes,
of
sir.
biological control, if the pest has already reached EIL level, at that time it is not feasible. Nothing will happen. definitely will be under loss. But so in case of chemical control, whatever may be the pest population management practices. Understood?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, is it visible? Is it visible?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Understood this point, huh? Reliable for emergency action. Understood this point, or any doubt is there? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you see the next point. There are many pest problems for which the use of chemical provides the only acceptable solution. What is the meaning? You see some pest population are there, like your diamond break moth, or in case of your army worm, or in case of your Spodoptera litura, okay, or in case of locust. For them, what will happen? You do not have any kind of option now. You only have to dependent upon the chemical control. At that time, no other integrated method can be possible, especially in case of locust. In Spodoptera and all means, somewhat you can do if you understand the pest forecasting. If you know primarily that no, this pest can, you can do something. But locust means you cannot do anything at that time now. You have to go for chemical control. Understood? Okay, understood this point?
Yes, sir.
You see the last one? Their use is indispensable to modern society. Yes or no? Anyhow, whatever the things you advise, you suggest to the farmer, they are habituated with that. They only have to apply on dependent on the insecticide, because that is the practical thing also. Okay, the farmer won't think about the land, don't think about the diversity and all, because they need money for their survival, and they have to apply the insecticide. Yes or no? To some extent, some things can be modified. Yes or no? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. Now you see properties of an ideal insecticide or pesticide. That means what should be the quality of a effective pesticide, insecticide. Okay. Freely available under different formulation. That means you see in farming different situations are there. Some insecticides has to be applied in water, some insecticide have to be applied on the soil, some insect have to be applied on the plant surface, some insecticide have to put in crack and crevices. So for each and every kind of site of application, the formulation will be different. Somewhere we want liquid solution formulation, somewhere we want the dust, somewhere we want the granules, somewhere we want the this fumigants. Okay, it varies from place to place and site of action. Okay, so accordingly what will happen? Different type of formulation must be available freely so that we can use them effectively. Understood? What is the first point? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay. Then coming to the next, you see, okay. You see, suppose so many mosquitoes are there in the society. At that time, what you can do? You cannot go for any kind of chemical. You cannot go for any kind of powder. At that time, what is flexible? Only fumigation. Getting my point or not? Yes or no? Suppose so many
Yes,
cockroaches are there in your home. At that time, you cannot dilute your whole surface. Yes or no? You cannot apply the liquid insecticide throughout your floor. Yes or no? At that time, you only have to apply this Baygon. Yes or no? Or Mortin, those kind of insecticide. Yes or no? According to the need, different type of formulations should be available. Yes or no? Then the second one is toxic and kill the pest. Primary thing, they must be toxic. Then only they can kill the pest. Yes or no? What is third point? It should not be phytotoxic. What is phytotoxic? What is phytotoxic?
Toxic to the
What
plant.
is
Which
plants? Yes or no? Should not be. They should not be toxic to the plants. Yes or no? They may be inside the plant. They may be the killing in the insect. But they should not have any kind of adverse effect on the plant. That is the meaning of toxicity. Yes or no? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Like some insecticide, if you apply them, they will put scorching appearance of the on the plant, burning appearance on the flower or leaves. Those things should not be there in an insecticide. Okay. Then what is the next one? Non-toxic to non-target species. What is the meaning?
Where there is no requirement, there is no toxicity should be there.
sir, it may be specific.
Yes. That means
If
what?
there is a crop and a pest,
Okay. That means what is non-target
it
species?
need to only affect the pest.
Selective
Okay,
pesticide.
good. Good. That means they should only kill the pest, but they should not kill the non-pest. Like it may be natural enemies, predator, parasite, parasitoid, or it may be any kind of beneficial organism like your honeybee, silkworm and all, or any kind of scavengers. Yes or no? They should not be killed. The particular pest should be killed. Understood? Toxic to target species, non-toxic to non-target species. Understood? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you see the next point. Should not leave any residues in crops like vegetable. What is the meaning? Can anyone tell what is pesticide residue? I already have told. I think either in D section or E section. Somewhere I have told. Tell. Should not leave residues. What is the meaning?
That outer
Leaves,
covering
these
of
are
any
not-
pest or any eggs or larva.
No.
So like after specific period of time, how much
They may
concentration of
remain as
pesticide is
crops.
left?
Very good. Very good. Yes or no? That means what is happening? Suppose you are applying the one way, whatever C tool that is right, that in the field no pest should be left, but that is not coming under IPM, because in IPM we want some pest residue. Okay, that is one point. Second is what, as they have told last, what they have told, after some time
The
period.
maximum residual limits.
Very good. Yes or no, MRL? What is that? After some lapse of time, inside the plant, the pesticide must not be there. Pest residue must be there, but pesticides residue must not be there. Especially in case of vegetable. Why in case of vegetable, not in case of fiber? In cotton, are we consuming that one? No. Yes or no?
But
In
vegetable
that,
you have to consume.
yes, that means in case of cotton, some pesticide residue may be left. But in case of vegetable like tomato, brinjal, whatever the vegetable we are consuming, in that suppose the pesticide will be there, then what will happen? That will be harmful. Yes or no? Understanding? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that should not be there in case of that particular insecticide. They should not have very longer residual toxicity. Understood? Then
Yes, sir.
have wide range of compatibility. What is the meaning? They should have wide range of compatibility. What is the meaning? That means you can apply in abiotic factor that you can tell. Okay. Anything else? Good. That means whenever you are applying, that must be persistent. Yes or no? It should be deposited on the plant surface or in the soil, and they should kill the pest. Okay, that is right. Anything else? You could be
applied to many crops.
okay. Anyway, you can apply to many crop, no problem. That means you see sometimes.
Sir, its effect will be stay for more time, and it should be repeated stay for more time.
No, that will be like persistent. Listen, that should be persistent for a specific time, not very high, not very less. If very high, what will happen? I already have told you pesticide residue. If very less, they cannot kill the pest. That will be, they must be persistent for a specific time period. Okay. Compatibility means what? You see, it's not like that only we will apply one insecticide at a time, at a place, for a specific pest. Sometimes what you need to do, we have to apply with water. Sometimes you have to apply with some talc powder or organic flour or in sand. Okay, sometimes we have to mix two different type of pesticide. Okay, they must be compatible with each other. Sometimes what will happen, if we apply one insecticide along with a fertilizer or along with another herbicide or any kind of micronutrients, then what will happen? They may produce some kind of adverse effect towards the plant. Phytotoxicity may be there. That means they should be compatible with each other so that they won't produce any kind of toxic effect to the plant. But they should kill the pest, weeds, whatever may be the things. Understood? One is environmental compatibility, another one is with other chemical, what will be the compatibility. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Very good.
Sir.
For your discussion, you have told nice things. Okay, thank you. Good. Then you see this point and this point are similar. Non-toxic to non-target species, non-toxic to bees, fish, and other beneficial organisms. Same thing. Yes or no? These bees, fish, other beneficial organisms, they will come under non-target species. Yes or no? Okay, good. That means they are not
Yes,
harmful
sir.
for us. Yes or no? You see the next point, have higher tolerance limit. What is the meaning? Someone has told now that is about environment. What is that? Tolerance. That means whatever may be the sunlight influx,
tolerate
whatever
any-
may be light
tolerate-
hours,
It need
Ah,
to tolerate
what-
different environmental
tolerate, that means
conditions.
environmental effect. Yes or no? Some insecticide are there. If you apply them and sunlight will be there, they will be degraded into non-toxic compound. Some are there, they will be washed away by the rain. So many kind of things are there. Okay. So if this tolerance limit will be more, even though under sunlight, even though under wind velocity or rainfall or moisture or humidity, whatever, they should retain their toxicity for a shorter period of time, for a specific period of time. Understood? What is tolerance limit? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Okay. You see the next point. This would possess quick knockdown effect. What is the meaning? What is the meaning of that? Quick
Fast
knockdown
acting of the.
effect.
It would be act
Kills the
fast
pest immediately.
or rapidly.
Within a specific time, what will happen? At least they may not kill the pest, but at least some symptoms will be produced in the insect. That
Quick
means,
action, sir.
suppose, what? Hello, Hero, tell. What
Quick
you told?
action, sir.
Quick action. Action in the sense it may be killing, it may be some kind of symptom produced. Like suppose one insecticide is there, if you apply, they will stop feeding or they will stop movement. So what is quick knockdown? Immediately movement. Immediately they will stop their feeding. They may not, they may leave for some more period of time. But this kind of symptoms will be generated very quickly. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then you see the next one. Now somehow it will be story. Stable on application. What is the meaning? Just like this one. Higher tolerance limit. Yes or no? If you are applying, they must be stable in the. They should not fade away. They should not degrade into non-toxic compound. Yes or no? That is what your stable on application. These 2 points are similar. Yes or no? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next one you see should not possess tainting effect. It may be to the plant, it may be to the container where you are keeping those insecticide, or suppose you are mixing some insecticide with urea or potash, NPK, whatever. This should not have any kind of tainting effect on that. It may be container, it may be whatever. Okay. Second one is what should be free from offensive odor. Suppose you are storing in some place, suppose you are mixing with something, or suppose you are mixing some of the insecticide in the storage godown where the food commodities are there. In those cases, they should not produce any kind of offensive odor. Some amount of smelly odor will come, offensive odor will come, but that should not be very higher. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then after all, they should be cheaper. Yes or no? This is for everything, every thing we are doing. Yes or no? That should be cheaper. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So from
Yes,
these two slides, what may come? Only these things may come. Nothing else are important. Okay? Especially example of rodenticide, acaricide, and this molluscicide. Definitely one question may come in the exam. Rodenticide, acaricide, molluscicide. Clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay? They are all your story type of things. Now we will understand the concept. Okay, what are these things? You see, some of the terminologies, toxicity term, used to express the effect on mammals. Okay, first one is what you see, acute toxicity. What is the meaning of that? Toxic effect will be produced by a single dose of a toxicant. That means, so what do you think? In a single dose, the toxic effect is produced. That means the strength will be more or less of that insecticide.
More.
sir.
More, sir.
Yes or no? Strength will be more. That means when you are applying that particular insecticide for a single time, one time only with a higher dose, then what will happen? Toxic effect will be produced. Toxic effect means they may kill, they may go away, they may stop their feeding, okay, they may stop their movement, or they will regurgitate. Any kind of effect, okay, will be produced by a single dose of a toxicant, which is generally said to be higher dose. Strength will be higher of that particular insecticide. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is what an acute. Single time, single dose means acute. What is chronic? The reverse thing. Toxic effect produced by what? The accumulation story of what? Small amount of the toxicant over a long period of time. Acute means only single time. Chronic means so many times. Yes or no? Periodically. Acute means higher dose. Chronic means smaller dose, smaller amount, less dose, low dose. Yes or no? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Understood the difference, huh? Acute toxicity and chronic toxicity. Yes or no? Now,
Yes, sir.
coming to your oral toxicity and dermal toxicity. What is oral? By mouth. Yes or no? You see, toxic effect produced by consumption of a pesticide orally. When you are giving one insecticide to an insect, and that is fed on that insecticide through mouth, and the toxic what? The symptom is produced in that insect. It is known as what? Your oral toxicity. Clearly understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next, coming to your dermal toxicity. What is that? Toxic effect.
By skin.
Skin. Suppose you have applied the insecticide entered through the skin, and the symptom will be produced. That is known as what? Your dermal toxicity. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Then what is inhalation toxicity? What is inhalation toxicity?
Respiration.
mosquito coil,
They will
yes,
be respiring.
While we breathe in.
Yes, you are doing that agarbatti, putting the agarbatti, they are inhaling that one and they are dying. Yes or no? Toxic effect produced by poisonous fumes of insecticide that are inhaled. Yes or no? That is your what? Inhalation toxicity. Understood clearly? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So you define. How to define acute oral toxicity?
Sir, acute oral means once we take it orally, then the pest will die. Means only once we will take it orally. Once we
You will take the insecticide. You will take the insecticide or what?
no sir. Once the pest take the insecticide orally, then it will die.
Yes or no? That means 2 tower must be the acute means only once, and oral means by feeding. Yes or
Yes.
no? Toxic effect produced by
Yes, sir. Yes.
single dose of toxicant, which will be ingested by that insect or orally fed by the insect. Yes or no? Very good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Understood.
Yes, sir.
What is chronic dermal toxicity? What do you mean by that? Chronic dermal toxicity? Tell, be quick. You don't have time, huh? Tell.
Sir, it's through skin, low concentration, low amount takes through skin, sir.
Anything else? You are living, one term you are living. So skin means dermal, over. Many time, one part of chronic. Anything else?
Low
For so many
concentration.
time, for a longer period of time, in a smaller dose, you are applying the insecticide, which is entering
Yes,
the
sir.
skin of the insect, and they are affected. You cannot tell die, they are affected. Toxic effect is produced. Yes or no? Huh? Good.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you see different classification of insecticide. Now one by one we will discuss about the classification Some 2-3 topics are already given to the students. Yes or no? They may use this slide also, no problem. They may refer some other internet sources or any books also. That is also no problem. Huh? You have sufficient time to do it. Okay. Different classification of insecticide based on different things. So what is first? Based on the origin and source of supply. What do you mean by that? From where they are prepared? Yes or no? Broadly, these are classified into 2 types. What are those? One is inorganic insecticide, another one is organic insecticide. What do you mean by inorganic insecticide? Can anyone tell? What do you mean by inorganic insecticide? Can anyone
The
tell?
code may
Sir,
be
which does
from
not contain carbon
anything other
compounds.
than carbon and hydrogen.
Yes, that means element.
Yes.
Very good. That means element. It may be sulfur, zinc, okay, aluminium, okay, or any kind of understood arsenical compound, okay, chlorine compound. Those will be known as what? Your inorganic insecticide. Yes or no? Insecticides which prepared by use of the inorganic element, that is known as what? Your inorganic insecticide. Thoroughly we'll discuss in the next class of this chemical control. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Or
sir.
no? Okay. Then coming to the second, the organic insecticide, that means carbon compound. Yes or no? It may be derived from the plants, it may be derived from the animals, it may be derived from the whatever the organic compost or whatever. Okay, carbon. Yes or no? So first one you see, insecticides of animal origin. Very important. You remember this one. Nereish toxin is one example of animal origin insecticide. These questions will definitely come in the exam. Nereish toxin belongs to organic insecticide, that too from the animal origin. Derived from which animal? That is your annelids, marine annelids. Then your fish oil, rosin soap. Okay, these are also what your insecticides from animal origin. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then second one, plant origin insecticides or botanical insecticide. Botanical means plant origin. Yes or no? The examples are your nicotinoids. What do you think? From which plant nicotinoids are derived?
Tobacco.
Tobacco.
Tobacco. Very good.
Tobacco,
Yes or no?
coffee.
Yes. Okay. Good. Then pyrethroids. They are from which plant? Pyrethroids. You might have heard this one. Pyrethroids. From the flower chrysanthemum. Okay. These pyrethroids are extracted. Then your retinoids. These are from the retinol plant. Okay. There is elliptica. Okay. Loncocarpus. So many are there. Leaf retinoids. Another one is azadirachtin. What do you think? Azadirachtin. From which plant? Azadirachtin.
Neem.
Neem,
Very
sir.
good.
Neem plant.
Very good. Because the scientific name of the neem is Azadirachta indica. Yes or no? That is also
Azadirachta
a-
indica.
Indica.
Very good. Okay, that is also a botanical insecticide. Okay. Then the third one is what? Synthetic organic insecticide. For example, your organochlorines, organophosphorus, carbamate insecticide. These are your what? Synthetic organic insecticide. Again, synthetic pyrethroids is there. Then your novel insecticides will come one by one. We will discuss everything. Okay, the synthetic organic insecticide. Then fourth one is what? Hydrocarbon oil, like coal tar oil, mineral oils. Okay, these are also your organic insecticide. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Shall we continue or stop it here? Your wish. Hello. Shall we continue? Are Babu, yes or no? At least you tell. Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Continue up to 1, sir.
Okay, thank you. So, you see, based on mode of entry. What do you mean by that? Someone has got this topic. Classification of insecticides
Yes, sir.
based on mode
Yes,
of
sir.
entry. What do you mean by that? What may be the classification? The classification is all about what? How they're
The
entering into the insect,
contact,
How they enter.
how they're
how they
entering
enter into the body.
body, yes or no? In that, some sub classifications are there. What are those? First is contact poison. What do you mean by that? They will enter through contact. Yes or no? Contact means skin. In case of insect,
sir.
skin means cuticle. Yes or no? That means through cuticle they will come inside. In cuticle, what else is there? The spirochete is there, trachea is there, respiratory poison may enter inside, or any kind of contact insect may enter inside. Getting my point or not? These are the
Yes, sir.
insecticides which are
Yes,
capable
sir.
of gaining entry, entering inside through the insect body, either through the spirochete and trachea, respiratory system, or through the cuticle, and they can kill them afterwards. For example, your Posalan, HCH, then your this Vivaria bassiana, Metarhizium anisopliae, fungal microbial pesticides. Okay, those are your what? Contact poison. We'll discuss one by one. Okay. Then coming to your stomach poison, what is the meaning? These are the insecticides capable of killing that insect if they will enter into their midgut, to their
After
stomach.
going into the stomach.
Yes or no? That means ingestion. The insect must feed them. That means it must enter into their midgut so that they can kill the insect. Yes or no? Example is your Bacillus thuringiensis,
Yes, sir.
Triazophos, Quinalphos, then some of your inorganic insecticide. These are what your stomach poison, or you can tell protoplasm insecticide. Okay? That is your what? Stomach poison. Then coming to what? Fumigant. What do you mean by a fumigant?
That is
In the
volatile
vapor form
and
or gaseous form.
vapor form.
Vapor gas. So that means if you put it at normal temperature, room temperature, they will be gaseous. First point. Then why they are called as insecticide? Why fumigant is known as insecticide? They are toxic or non-toxic? Fumigants are known as insecticide. That means they are toxic or non-toxic?
Toxic.
Toxic.
Toxic, sir.
So how can you? Okay. So how can you define one fumigant? These are the chemical volatile at normal temperature which are sufficiently toxic to kill one insect or pest. Yes or no? So the definition includes
Yes,
2
sir.
points. One is
Yes.
they must be volatile at
Yes,
normal
sir.
temperature. Second is they must be toxic. Yes or no? Simple. Okay. So what is fumigation? Fumigant you understood now. What is fumigation? The process. Yes or no?
The mechanism it
process
is
of
used
doing
to-
what? Okay, used to do what? To do what? The process or mechanism to do what? What you are
Kill
doing?
that pest.
Whatever
The
the
material,
Chemical to
the
insect.
metal,
okay,
the metal should be
fumigants are-
volatile. Then it kill the insect.
No, that is fumigant. You leave. I am asking the process. What is the process? Suppose you got the fumigant. Suppose you got the Baygon or Mortin. So what you are doing now? You are applying that Mortin towards the insect. That means exposing the fumigants towards the pest is known as what you? Fumigation. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
what is written here? Fumigation is the process of what? Subjecting, exposing that infested material. It may be grain, it may be whatever there, whatever may be that where the pests are there, infested material, to the toxic fume. What is the toxic fume? The fumigant. Yes or no? Is known as what? Your fumigation.
Yes, sir.
Understood? So, two terms you understood.
sir.
One is fumigant, another one is fumigation. One more terminology is there. What is that? Fumigatorium. What is that? Fumigatorium
Fumigation
means some chamber. Fumigation chamber, very good. So what is happening? Generally, fumigation chamber means they will be open one or close one. Where fumigation is effective?
Closed.
Closed chamber or
Closed.
open chamber? Closed. So what is fumigatorium?
Closed.
These are the closed chamber inside which fumigation process will be carried out. To do what? To kill the target pest. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
How they will enter inside? Through this spirochete present in the trachea. Understood? So some of the examples are here. You
Yes,
see
sir.
aluminum phosphide. The trade name is your sulfur tablet. Okay, used against field rats and groundnut bruchids. Okay. Similarly, carbon disulfide, 8 to 20 lbs per 1000 cube feet. What is the meaning? This is the pressure. Okay, in 1000 cubic feet of area, if you put 8 to 20 pound of pressure, then what will happen? It is effective. Example is carbon disulfide. Then this edicity, it is very, very important. The abbreviation may come in the exam. EDCT, ethylene dichloride carbon tetrachloride. These units are not important, huh? Only at least try to remember the example. Aluminum phosphide, carbon disulfide, EDCT, ethylene dichloride, carbon tetrachloride, EDB, ethylene dibromide, SO2. Okay, sulfur, by burning sulfur, this sulfur dioxide will be produced. Understood? At least remember the example and remember the abbreviation of EDCT and EDB. Understood? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the last one. You see, systemic insecticide. Okay, can anyone do you have any idea regarding systemic insecticide? Can anyone tell anything on this? You listen one example.
That can be
Suppose in
soluble.
cotton- No, it does not mean soluble means they are systemic. That is not sure, but all systemic are soluble, that you can tell, but all soluble are not systemic. You cannot tell that. Okay, anyway, good.
Okay, sir.
Can anyone tell? You take one
Generally,
example.
systemic means translocated.
It will be spread,
Yes,
spread
translocated.
throughout.
That means, very good. That means what is happening? What is non-systemic? You try to tell me. What is non-systemic? That means they won't translocate.
Where you
Not
apply
taken by
that place only.
Yes, sir.
That means suppose, very good. That means in cotton plant, suppose, you have applied the pesticide on the leaves, and the insecticide is systemic. What is the meaning?
It can translocate
The
it from
leaves-
leaves to other parts of the plant.
That means the leaves on which you have applied the insecticide, only that leaves are effective. If the pest will go to that particular leaves, then only the pest will be killed, not to any other part of the plant. Yes or no? That is what non-systemic. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Understood? Suppose in a plant, so many leaves are there, only in one leaf you have applied the insecticide. That means what is non-systemic insecticide? When the pest will go to the treated leaf, then only they will die. What is systemic one? Wherever you apply the insecticide, wherever the pest will go, they will be killed. What is the meaning? Irrespective of the site of application, wherever you apply the insecticide will enter through the plant. They will be circulated throughout the plant in the vascular system, and wherever the pest will go, including the fruits, the pest will be killed. The pest will be ingested with the insecticide, and they will die. Understood? What is systemic insecticide?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Really understood what? Tell.
Sir.
Tell.
sir, in non-systemic insecticide is not translocated to any place or not?
I told now. Wherever you are applying, they will be there only. They won't translocate. Understood or not? In systemic, what
Yes,
will
sir.
happen? You apply in one leaf, or you apply in the root, or you apply wherever. The insecticide will enter. Okay? Then the insecticide will move throughout the plant, translocate throughout the plant. They must be lipid soluble, they must be water soluble. Then only they can absorb by the plant and they can translocate it within the plant. Yes or no? Understood?
Yes, sir.
One more term is there. What is that? Translaminar activity. Translaminar insecticide. What will happen in that? Some non-systemic insecticides are there where what will happen? Suppose you have applied the insecticide in the upper surface of the leaves, they may also be available in the lower surface of the leaves. That is known as what your translaminar activity or translaminar insecticide. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So how they are classified? First is systemic, non-systemic. In non-systemic, one is completely non-systemic, another one is translaminar activity. Understood?
Sir, then what is the difference
Example
between
of-
that systemic and translaminar?
There is no difference. Who can tell what is the difference? You see, systemic
Sir,
means
in
what will happen?
non-systemic, They can
In
translocate.
system with the pest, the insecticide is moving, sir, from
Moving in
different
the
parts of
sense,
plant. But in non-systemic, it is
be-
not more. It is translocating to different parts of plant. While in case of non-systematic, it is not translocating. It is specific. In leaves, we are applying means in leaves
Okay.
the insect will come and it will die.
Okay.
But on not other
Sir,
parts,
but
the
in
insect will go, but
translaminar
they will not die.
insecticide,
Good. So in translaminar, what is happening? Okay, you have
in this
differentiated
also
in
they have
between.
capability to move from one place to another, sir.
Sir,
Ah.
here
Sir, since
But-
laminar. Laminar means it is about the leaf.
But it won't go to the stem, it won't go to the fruit, it won't go to the root. Understood? Understood or not? Very good. Whoever told at the end.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
It is only
Translaminar
about
means
the leaf.
only in the leaf surface. It won't go to the twigs, not to the root, not to the branches, not to the stem, not to the fruit. Understood? But systemic means everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Clear? Understood or not? So the sequence
sir.
may be like this:
Yes.
Yes,
fully
sir.
systematic, then translaminar, then non-systemic. Yes or no? This may be the sequence. Completely available everywhere, only in the leaf surface, not available anywhere. Yes or no? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So these are the systemic example and these are the non-systemic example. Understood? Sorry, these are translaminar. Okay. Understood? Yes or no? Clear? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you see, you told up to 1, but I need to complete these things. Very less things are there, I should complete. Yes or no? Shall I continue? Okay, we should not leave it. Yes or no? Only half portion of this slide. Yes or no? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very quickly
Yes.
I will complete, huh? Okay. So what should be the characteristics, quality of an ideal systemic insecticide? Okay. You see, first one is story. They should have high intrinsic pesticidal activity. What is the meaning? They must be toxic. Yes or no? To kill the pest. Yes or no? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Second one is what? They must be liposoluble. What is the meaning? If they will be lipid soluble, then only they can be absorbed by the plant. Yes or no? It may be diffusion, it may be osmosis, whatever. If they will be lipid soluble, then only they can be absorbed by the plant. Yes or no?
Sir, but systematic and insecticide is both water and lipid soluble.
That is coming in the next step. Understood? Lipid soluble one. Yes or no? Then the third point is what? Next point is what? They must be water soluble. What is the meaning? Once they are absorbed by the plant, now what should happen? They must be throughout the plant. How they can move throughout the plant in the vascular system? If they will be water soluble, then only through the xylem, through the vascular system, they can be translocated within the plant. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then what is the next point about the residual toxicity? What should be the residual toxicity? Systemic means they are present in root to fruit. Yes or no? That means suppose you are applying one systemic insecticide to brinjal. Then in the fruit, which is the consumable one, which we are consuming, there also the insecticide will be there. Yes or no? So what should be the residual toxicity? Not very less, not very high. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That means the residual toxicity should be the day you are applying the insecticide up to 5 to 10 days before harvesting. During those days, the insecticide should be in the toxic form. They should have the residual toxicity in that time period, not very less from that, not very later from that. Understood or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Instead of
Yes,
telling
sir.
all of these things, it has written only it should be stable. Yes or no? Instead of not writing very, not very less, not very high, they have written stable. Yes or no? Then next one is what? Should degrade into non-toxic form in reasonable time to avoid toxicity to consumer. Yes or no? Like this, 5 days or 10 days before harvesting, they should degrade into non-toxic compounds, so that if you consume them, they won't be having any kind of problem towards your health. Yes or no? That is only rated. So degrade into non-toxic compound. Understood? Yes or no? Okay. One more point is that you see, systemic insecticides can be applied as seed dressing along with the seeds you can apply while sowing, or granular formulation in the plant hole, in the crack crevices you can apply this insecticide, or in the spray also you can apply, or in the duster you can apply. Okay, so many methods are there. Okay, in the leaf they will enter through the stomata, cuticle. On the stem they will enter through the lenticels, crack crevices in the cuticle. In seeds they will enter to the seeds through the micropyle. Okay, like this they can enter the plant system. Okay, when they will be lipid soluble. You see the last point. Who can tell the answer? Systemic insecticides are highly useful against sap-sucking insect and vector such as leafhopper and whiteflies. What is the meaning of that? Systemic insecticides are effective against sucking pest. Why? Can anyone tell?
Because they can translocate
Touch the sap
the
from the
sucking.
leaf stems.
That means leaf-eating caterpillar, they are not going to the leaves, not going to the stem, or what? Sucking pest will go everywhere. Leaf-eating caterpillar will go everywhere. So why
The
those are
tang
highly
parts
effective
also there,
against?
na, sir.
Huh? What you are telling? That means leaf-eating caterpillar, they won't feed on the stem or branches. You are telling. Not in case of fruit trees, but in case of plant trees, Spodoptera elytra will feed. Spodoptera elytra means they have grazing symptom. Just like a cow is coming and feeding on the field, they may feed like that when their population will be more. Understood? Why? Can
No,
anyone
sir,
tell?
please, once more, sir. Once more.
Okay. You see, suppose Abhishek is there from E section, okay, and Pranay is there from D section. All are present, or one is absent?
Present,
Both
sir.
are
Present,
present or
sir.
not?
Present,
Okay,
sir.
both are present. Okay. So you see, suppose Pranay is there and Abhishek is there. What I will do? Both will be given alcohol. Okay, both. Pranay will be given alcohol. Abhishek alcohol. But in case of Pranay, what will happen? He will use some water in that. Yes or no? Huh? Some solution he will make and drink it. In case of Abhishek, what will happen? He is from Bhavani Patna. He is the raw feeder. Huh? Totally he will drink. Okay, no water, nothing. Huh? Very experienced person. Okay. So now you tell me who will get the more hangover? Who will get the strong effect?
So the
Pranay or
person
Abhishek?
Abhishek.
with direct feeding, sir.
Abhishek.
Abhishek.
Abhishek will get.
Why Abhishek? Why Abhishek? Because he has
If we
taken the raw
didn't add
material.
any water, there will be more concentration.
More concentration, yes or no? So Abhishek
Effect
will
will
get
be
the
more.
hangover fast. Yes or no? And he will be roaming everywhere in the centurion. Okay. So now my question is, why? Why also you told? Same thing will happen in case of your insect also. Sap sucking insect. What is the meaning? They will feed on what? The sap. Yes or no? Where
They will
the
suck the sap.
sap, where it is present in the vascular system, in the xylem phloem. Yes or no? So whatever they are feeding, that will be raw. Nothing else is mixed. Yes or no? The insecticide is in the vascular system. They are taking the sap from the vascular system. Sap is nothing but the insecticide now. So they will get the raw material. Yes or no? Raw insecticide they will drink. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. But in case of leaf-eating caterpillar, what will happen? They will feed on the leaves, means along with the fiber material, along with the starchy material, they are taking the insecticide. So some mixing is there. Is it getting the full volume, full concentration? No. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So leaf-eating caterpillar is the situation of pranay. Yes or no? Diluted. But in case of sucking pest like aphids, acid, thrips, or the leafhopper, whitefly, whatever, for them what will happen? Raw material. Directly from the sap they are uptaking that one, and definitely they will get the more strong effect and they will be effective.